It is impossible to love someone you are trying to control or someone who is trying to change you. Here's why your fixing is killing your intimacy. You're trying to love someone while refusing to accept who they are. The fixing impulse comes from the belief that if you could just get them to see things correctly, communicate better, or handle their emotions differently, or whatever, the relationship would finally work. But what you're actually communicating every time you try to fix them is that who they are right now isn't acceptable. You're withholding full acceptance until they become the person that you've decided they should be, which means you're not in a relationship with them. You're in a relationship with your vision of their potential, and they can feel that. They know on some level that your love has conditions attached, that it's contingent on their willingness to change in the ways that you've determined are necessary. This destroys intimacy because real closeness requires being seen and accepted as who you actually are, not as someone's improvement project. When you're constantly analyzing their behavior, suggesting better ways that they could handle things, or treating their choices as problems to solve, you're positioning yourself as superior rather than equal. You've made yourself the expert on how they should live while they're supposed to be the grateful student. And that dynamic kills any possibility of genuine connection. Nobody feels safe being vulnerable with someone who's cataloging their flaws and working on like a remediation plan. They just start performing the version of themselves that you seem to want while hiding everything else, which means that you end up with the exactly what you were trying to avoid, which is distance and dishonesty. What you're avoiding by staying in fixing mode is the much harder question of whether you actually want to be with this person as they are, not as they could become if they just listen to you. If you can't love them without the improvement plan, you're not compatible. And trying to change them isn't going to fix that. If you can love them as they are, then your job is to stop treating their differences from you as deficiencies and start dealing with your own anxiety about not being in control of another person's choices. Acceptance doesn't mean you never have boundaries or that everything that they do is fine. It means you stop confusing your discomfort with their flaws and recognize that trying to manage someone into being who you need them to be is control and not care at all.